Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Piotr here, and this is the Liteforex Global YouTube channel. We are right here 90 minutes after the US cash market open. We have this phase one deal between US and China signed. A lot of activity from the White House administration around. Well, the main question here for me, if it's going to be buy the rumor, sell the fact, especially that we have very weak numbers in the background from the Goldman Sachs. So overall, well, we are very close to get some kind of the correction right here. So let's start with the S&P 500. That's where I'm gonna to look for selling opportunity. All right. That's some kind of the consolidations we've seen lately. And what's important for me, this type of the price action with the stop count and rejection going on right here, right now, right? So let's switch a little bit lower. Let's switch to 5-minute chart. Let's have a look what we have. And very interesting situation going on. I'm gonna to watch very carefully these levels, especially taking into the consideration what we've seen yesterday here. So it looks like we are breaking below. So here from the S&P perspective, I'm not gonna be surprised to see some kind of the head and shoulder formation around the rising top of the megaphone. We discussed quite a few times. Right, sounds good. So what's the plan here? Well, I wanna see, that's what they are doing right here, right now. I wanna see the break lower, then right here, then I wanna see, based on my chart, 3,295 to be tested, and that's where I'm gonna to look for the opportunity to try to sell short S&P from the intraday perspective to see what's going to happen towards the end of the day, right? So that's S&P trading plan. Well, next, euro dollar. In here I missed trading opportunity. If you remember, I've been trading a bit yesterday, been long, took few pips, nothing extraordinary, and been talking to you that because of what we've seen here and here, right, that I'm going to wait today for a little bit deeper pullback towards the weekly open blue dotted line, as you know, just to have a possibility to join the party. To join the party, because I knew it that as long as we are above weekly open, as long as we are above post non-farm payrolls levels, then the chances are still higher, and we have some level unfilled orders higher above 1150. That's what we discussed. But unfortunately, this time today I was not lucky enough, and as you can see, when it comes to the euro dollar, they quite didn't hit the weekly open, so I missed that trading opportunity. All right, the next one is a euro pound. If you remember yesterday, right, the late evening update, okay, also I've mentioned that I'm waiting with 3 orders, small orders, to try to build the position here, right? And well, quite didn't been lucky. So looks like from the intraday perspective, when it comes to what happened this morning, they hit the stop base on the yesterday low, immediately they rised higher. So I'm going to build another trading plan here, right? What I'm talking about when it comes to the trading plan, well, that's the consolidation, and from here we moved higher and we made this higher high, right, yesterday. Now, because of the move to the downside and retest and a little bit of the rejection, I do expect we might see some lower levels still here, right? So what I'm gonna to do, I'm going to make the simple measure. I'm going to make the full leg to the downside. I'm going to make that measure, and I'm going to look for some buying opportunities still around some levels we discussed yesterday. But as you can see, I'm going to take into the consideration just that zone, all right, meaning that the highest bid, that's what I can remove, and that's what I'm gonna do right here. Right now I'm removing this bid, the highest bid. So I'm still waiting in between 85.25, 85.15 on the euro pound. Right, the next one, cable. If you remember yesterday, I've been short based on this 1-to-1 move. All right, close to the weekly open. All right, and well, boom, the market moved to the downside. All right, so just don't get me wrong, of course I didn't close at the very low, right, because that's almost impossible, right, but what I've been doing, that I've been able to close a little bit higher, and I renew, and I'm going to explain why I renew. All right, so again, what we have to see here is this price action to the upside. Two clear ways to the upside, hitting the weekly open. We were discussing that maybe the attempt to close the gap cannot be ruled out. Didn't happen, so I've been short, very tight stop. Market moved lower, right? Market moved boom once, right? A little bit of the attempt to go higher, move lower. So when I saw the 1-to-1, right, I knew it that I have to be very, very careful. Once I saw this type of the consolidation, and once the market moved higher, that's where I closed my short with the full short with the full profit. Now, why I renew cable, right? The same way of the thinking this time. The same way of the thinking. 1-to-1 pullback, again, attempt to break through the weekly open, rejected. We have some kind of the over under here and here, right, and I'm staying cable short. So as you can see, overall I'm quite British pound, quite negative overall. All right, now as I mentioned, I'm looking for an opportunity to sell S&P on Riley's, right? But I already have small exposure when it comes to the risk off. Well, Aussie yen, very first part of the day, been doing very, very well. Been doing very, very well based on what we discussed. Built possibility of the swing high, and market was moving lower, right? Market was moving lower. Now we have some kind of the reversal, right? The thing is that we are even trying to hold above the Friday high. That's quite important development, right? So I have to watch very carefully what is going on, and if we are going to be towards the close or end of the day, if you wish, if you are going to be above 76.20, I might be forced to cut that position. And I do have another exposure when it comes to the risk off. Of course, since yesterday, if you remember, I've been trying to explain. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry because of my voice. Yeah, I'm sick. I've got a quite huge fever. But you know, it's my pleasure to be with you. So hopefully you don't mind when it comes to my voice. I'm trying to provide you what's my way of thinking when it comes to the market. So yesterday, if you remember, here on this retest, post this US-China trade news, right? If you remember, we had this discussion towards the end of the day. Well, it was quite good, but also don't forget that I've been talking to you that that's my first zone where I'm going to try to take the profit. Unfortunately, we didn't go that low. Instead, because of you know, buy the rumors, sell the facts, in my opinion, with this phase one sign trade deal, we have a little bit of the bounce, but still below my entry. Right, so as of now, I'm still staying short with the stop being placed a little bit above. So that's the quick update, guys. Well, taking into the consideration that there is still possibility buy the rumor, sell the facts when it comes to the trade deal. That's the thing, number one. The second thing, very poor Goldman number. It might wait towards the end of the day. That's what I'm looking for. In case of the needs to make an update, of course, I will do that. But I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to get better. So guys, don't be trapped during this US session. Be careful and see you around. It was my pleasure again to be with you today with that update, guys. So take care and goodbye.